she is. She's a good one too. Told you she was big. We started day 1 of practice, stable water. Day 2 of practice, 5 inches of rain, 3 different tornadoes in the area, and a flood. So water's up 4 feet, still rising, but it's not starting to fall, but it's not going like this. It's kind of curling over. Really anything over like 7 scorables would just be a baller day. We'll go fish in the mud, fish a little bit in the clear if there's still any clear left, see what happens.
3, 2, 1. Lines in, beginning of stage 4. Good luck.
There she is, she's a good one too. That's a big one. Oh, told you she was big. Let's freaking go, baby. It's a 4+ pounder for sure. That's how we freaking start. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Let's go, dude. I told you she was big. First cast.
4 pounds, 11 ounces.
About a 4 3/4 on the first cast. What a pretty fish, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Good start.
Whoa. Dude, I pulled it. I landed on the stump and I was like, that's pretty good. I couldn't believe, like, I never saw the fish, and I moved it and I see her go whoa, like that on it, and I'm like, oh. Okay. All right. We got a grind ahead of us though. Don't be mistaken. Get ready. Looks like a good one too. Maybe not. What I was looking at was not a fish, but the one came and looked at me for sure. And when my bait sank down right there, he came up. I don't think this one's near as big as that last one. Definitely not as easy to catch either. I think the one that was on this point is bigger though. I couldn't get her to bite the other day. I really hope he don't shut down this point right behind me. He's going to crap. Dang it. He's on my other big one over there. It's not a 5 pounder, but it's a 4 pounder. Let me know what his fish ends up weighing when it comes across. I think I'm gonna let this one be. I can't catch her. And I'm just gonna go to this next one here. So I had a good one marked on a stump over there that, oh, hang on. I don't know if he's gonna score. Yeah, he'll score. Barely. You want me to tell the camera what happened? We caught us another one.
1 pound, 14 ounces.
14. All right. So what just happened is I've got several fish marked right here. There's just a point a couple hundred yards that way, and I watched Lucas come catch one that I had marked, which stinks, but to be expected. You're gonna run into some of that, but I was hoping I was gonna get to fish that point before he did. But that's all. It's all good. It's all good. We got more fish. He's acting better. He's still not like. He's not sitting near as hard as that other one was, but he's definitely getting tighter, so I know he's got to be semi-aggressive. I don't think I'm going to catch this one either. He don't like the tube, that's for sure.
What's that?
Hey, not going to the ones I want though, I don't think. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. He's fishing the bank. I ain't going to the bank. Oh, there we go, baby.
4 pounds, 4 ounces.
All right, there we go. Another 4 pounder, baby. All right, we're rolling. Catch him up, bro. We'll see you.
Lines out, end of period 1. At the end of the first period, you are in 3rd place
refreshing. The whoops and the poops, huh? Whoops was big fish on the first cast of the day. We've got 3 bass, which is solid for the way the score tracker's. Only half the field's on the board right now. We're doing the right thing. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, I've watched 2 of the fish that I have marked get caught that were 3-pounders, and you know, we're just going to kind of have to put our head down and just try to do it better than everyone else around us. You know, I've got 2 above average size ones that I have not been able to catch that I spent like 40 minutes on one of them and probably another 15 minutes on another. So while I was doing that, I watched other fish I had marked get caught. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fish fast and take note of the ones that look large and don't bite, and come back, and maybe in the final period, you know, when it's grind time, I can go sit on those fish and just, you know, try to get me an extra 3 or 4 pounds. I think a couple of those I will be able to catch eventually. I just gotta get right timing wise and make that right cast. That wind's getting up. Come on, eat it, baby. That might be the one. Oh. Those waves could not be a worse angle when you're trying to be power pulled and still and quiet. You know how hard fishing's gonna get after today? I'm gonna go flip, fish shallow, power fish. Might score. I think he will. He's gonna be real close. There we go, baby. Score ball! Yes. 111 big in.
1 pound, 11 ounces.
That one goes out to you, Mike. I should have done about 7 circles around the boat with him though. I thought I was exaggerating a little bit when I was like, this is gonna be the grindiest of grinds. It might look like I had a slow period, but I caught one scoreable, and I mean, looking at score tracker, it is at a standstill. Basically was the whole period. Right now the cut line after 2 whole periods is 5 pounds for the money line, and then it's what, like eight for the knockout. So we're sitting in a good place. You know, if in this period I can find one more of those big bed fish, like a 4-pounder, we might make the knockout round. Like, that's how tough it is, and just be like in there already. So you know, I've either, you know, 1 or 2 more fish is going to go really, really long ways, and I'm going to need that, because, you know, if I come out here needing to catch a couple fish the final day, it's going to be really hard for me to not come sit on some of these same bed fish that are really tough to catch, that everybody's fishing for, and it's going to eat up the majority of my day. So if I can finish this out with a solid final period, a practice day has never been so important to do during the tournament. So we're gonna need to find some new fish. I've known this the whole time, but I just can't believe how stinking tough it actually is. I mean, it is crazy tough.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in. Beginning of the 3rd and final period of day 1.
Come on, baby. Got her. On the stinking minnow, baby. Told you she kept wanting to come up and come up. Well, she came. Stay in the boat.
That's a fish landing violation.
All right. I'll take that all day.
2 pounds, 4 ounces.
All right. Might be something to that. You just gotta try it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Let's freaking go, dude.
I don't care what anybody says. There ain't nothing better than a frog.
That was nasty.
2 pounds, 14 ounces.
Let's go. Or Kermit fish. I know what we're doing the rest of the day. Ain't no way I'm putting anything else in my hand than that right there. I'm gonna run the backs of pockets for the last hour. Wasn't even like in a pretty spot though. That's what kind of kills my confidence on it just a little bit, is that it wasn't like in just the, oh my gosh, I'm about to get a blow up spot.
Yeah.
can't have been a fluke that quick, right?
What's your thoughts on this lake?
I don't really have any thoughts on this lake, dude. Like it's really tough, but I still kind of feel like it's a decent lake. But we're just like facing horrible conditions. Like we're getting a fraction of what is here. So we're not really getting to showcase it properly. I'm like scratching my head because like it's all these hypotheticals. Well, if it keeps coming up, I'm gonna do this. Well, if it starts falling, I'm gonna do this. Well, what if it starts falling and then we get a bunch more rain like they're calling for and it goes up again? And I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, in a perfect world, I hope it just stays stable. Those fish though, the longer it's up as it is, there has to be more fish coming. Would you agree?
I agree.
It has to be. I don't know what my plan is. I know you keep feeding me these questions, but it all depends on how much rain we get and what the water level does is going to dictate all my plan, which I think is a good thing. Like I'm not setting my ways in anything. I knew going into today what I was going to do today was a one-trick pony. Like I had to capitalize on it today, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. Put ourselves in good position. But I don't know if I've ever fished a tournament where my mind was racing more on where to go, what to do, how to approach things. You always hear like guys running through a progression of plan A, B, and C. You've got to have like all the way down to plan Z this week. You could go do the right thing right now, and fishing is so tough. You could do it for 2 hours and not get a bite. So like normally when you adjust, you give it 15 minutes, 30 minutes. You have to adjust and really, really be smart with your adjustments. Even the guys that are catching them the best are going very, very long periods without a bite. So it's gonna be a tough week. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Trimmed Up series. If you guys like what you saw today, practice vlog is gonna be right up here. Make sure you click that. Watch how I broke down Eufaula, ran from tornadoes, all that jazz. And stay tuned, elimination round. We need to catch us a couple bass, and I have no idea how I'm gonna do it.